Imagine this. You check into a hotel. You shower. You brush your teeth. You make yourself a cup of coffee. Normal morning, normal day. But what if I told you that for 19 straight days, the water you were bathing in, the water you were drinking, had a dead body floating in it? This is not a scene from a horror movie. This is the Cecil Hotel, Los Angeles, 2013. And the girl in that water tank, her name was Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student, a solo traveler, a girl who loved books, a girl who called her parents every single day. Today, her story is considered one of the most disturbing unsolved mysteries in modern history. And by the time this video ends, you'll decide what really happened. Elisa Lam's full name was Lam Ho Yi, Cantonese. She grew up in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Student at the University of British Columbia, bright, curious, full of life. But beneath the surface, something she quietly fought every day: bipolar disorder. Elisa had a Tumblr blog where she poured out her soul, her joys, her fears, her loneliness. In one post she wrote, "I want to be brave, I want to live, I want to be seen." In January 2013, Elisa planned a solo trip down the California coast: San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Cruz. She took the Amtrak train, visited the San Diego Zoo, posted cheerful photos on social media. She was happy. On January 26, 2013, she arrived in Los Angeles, and she checked into a cheap hotel she found online, the Cecil Hotel. Here's what you need to know about that building. The Cecil Hotel opened in 1927, a grand, expensive, beautiful structure in the heart of downtown LA. But over the decades, or rotted from the inside, it sat right next to Skid Row, one of the most dangerous, crime-ridden areas in all of America. Drug dealers, criminals, prostitutes, the forgotten. From 1927 to 2013, the Cecil Hotel had recorded over 16 non-natural deaths, suicides, murders, mysterious disappearances, and its most infamous residents, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. In 1985, and while he was on his brutal killing spree across Los Angeles, he lived on the top floor of the Cecil Hotel. Witnesses say he would return from murders, strip off his bloody clothes in the alley, and walk up the stairs half naked, and nobody said a word. Elizabeth Short, the Black Dahlia, the woman whose unsolved 1947 murder became LA legend, was reportedly seen at the Cecil Hotel bar just days before she was brutally murdered and her body left in a field. This hotel had blood in its walls, but Elisa didn't know that. The hotel had rebranded itself, renamed a section Stay on Main to attract budget travelers and tourists. Elisa thought she was booking a safe, affordable hostel. She had no idea what she had walked into. Elisa checked into a shared room on the 5th floor, but within 2 days, her roommates complained to hotel management. Her behavior was odd. She was leaving notes on the door. "Go home, go away." She would lock the room from inside and demand a password before letting anyone in. Hotel manager Amy Price later described the behavior as deeply uncomfortable. Elisa was moved to a private room. A few days later, January the 28th, Elisa attended a live taping of Conan O'Brien in Burbank. She was escorted out by security. Disruptive behavior. Now here's what the picture is telling us: a young woman with bipolar disorder whose medication was becoming inconsistent, whose behavior was escalating. When police later searched her room, they found her laptop, wallet, ID, all her clothes, and her medication, all left behind. She left with nothing. January 31st, 2013. This was the day Elisa was supposed to check out of the Cecil Hotel and head to Santa Cruz. Her parents, who spoke to her every single day, did not hear from her. By evening, they called the LAPD, filed a missing persons report. The family flew to Los Angeles. What no one knew yet was that January 31st was the last night Elisa Lam was ever seen alive. The police search began. All hotel rooms were checked, as far as legally possible. Police dogs were used, and her scent led from the 5th floor to a fire escape window, and then stopped there. No leads, no witnesses, no Elisa. February 6th, a full week later, still nothing. Flyers went up across downtown Los Angeles. Then, February 13th, 2013, the LAPD made a decision. They released a security camera video from the hotel elevator, the last known footage of Elisa Lam. Picture it, it's nighttime. Elisa walks into the elevator. She starts pressing buttons, not one, not two, every single button on the panel. The elevator doesn't move. The doors stay open. She walks to the doorway, peers left, peers right, scanning the hallway, like something is out there. Then she steps back inside, into the corner. She hides. Presses herself against the wall. Then she leans out again, steps outside, steps back in. Her hands, watch her hands. They're moving in bizarre, erratic patterns, like she's talking to someone, like something is there, something the camera can't see. And then she walks away down the hall. The elevator doors, which had been open for several long minutes, finally close. That was the last time anyone ever saw Elisa Lam alive. The internet exploded. On the Chinese video platform, Youku alone, 3 million views and 40,000 comments in just 10 days. Everyone was asking the same question. What was she doing? What did she see? Theory 1, supernatural. People pointed to the Cecil Hotel's dark history, the suicides, the serial killers, the deaths. Some said Elisa was communicating with a ghost or entity. Others said she was playing the elevator game, a Korean urban legend ritual, where you press buttons in a specific sequence to travel to another dimension. Theory 2, murder. Someone was there, just outside the camera frame. Someone was hunting her through those hallways. The elevator buttons, someone tampered with the system to trap her. Theory 3, the most chilling conspiracy. Days after Elisa's body was discovered, a tuberculosis outbreak hit Skid Row, right outside the Cecil Hotel. The test used to detect this strain of TB, its name, LAM-ELISA. Was that a coincidence? The University of British Columbia, where Elisa was enrolled, houses one of the world's most renowned tuberculosis research centers. Internet sleuths began theorizing. Was Elisa a carrier, a government test subject, a biological weapon? And then there was the video itself. Amateur analysts noticed something. The timestamps in the elevator footage were freezing. The video had been slowed down by 30 to 35%, which meant 53 seconds of footage were missing. Gone. Why? What was the hotel hiding? February 19th, 2013. Hotel guests had been complaining for days. Low water pressure, discolored water, a strange taste. A maintenance worker climbed to the rooftop to check the 4 large water tanks. First tank, fine. Second, fine. Third, fine. Fourth tank. He opened the hatch. He looked inside. His statement, preserved in court documents, reads, "I noticed the hatch to the main water tank was open and looked inside and saw an Asian woman lying face up in the water, approximately 12 inches from the top of the tank." Elisa Lam, she had been in that tank for 19 days, and for 19 days, the entire hotel had been using that water, bathing in it, drinking it, cooking with it. Now, the roof had been searched before, police dogs had been up there, but no one checked inside the tanks, and to get to the roof, there was a locked door with an alarm that was supposed to activate if anyone opened it. The alarm never went off. There were no cameras on Elisa's floor, no witnesses, no answers. February 21st, the autopsy. Official ruling, accidental drowning, bipolar disorder listed as a significant contributing factor. The toxicology report revealed Elisa had taken some of her bipolar medications, but not all. Specifically, her antipsychotic medication had not been taken in a significant period of time. No alcohol, no illegal substances, no signs of physical trauma indicating a struggle. Case closed, according to the coroner. But here are the questions that were never answered. Question 1. How did she get into the tank? The water tanks were on the roof, accessible only through an alarmed locked door. The alarm never sounded. The tank hatch, when Elisa was found, was open from the outside. If she went in from the top, who closed it behind her? And if she closed it herself, how from the inside? Question 2. The elevator footage. Why were the doors open that long? Was the system tampered with? Question 3. The missing 53 seconds. Never officially explained to this day. Question 4. Why didn't the sniffer dog track her to the roof? If she walked up there herself, why did her scent stop at the 5th floor fire escape window? In September 2013, Elisa's parents filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the Cecil Hotel, claiming negligence and failure to ensure guest safety. In 2015, the case was dismissed. No compensation, no accountability, no clarity. When the elevator video went viral, the internet did what the internet does. It found a target. A Mexican metal musician named Pablo Camilo Jimenez, known by his stage name Morbid, had uploaded a video of himself at the Cecil Hotel. But it was from 2012, a full year before Elisa arrived. In the background of his video, a photo of the Black Dahlia, Elizabeth Short. He had also uploaded a music video teaser, a girl being chased through a forest. The internet connected the dots. Wrong dots. But it didn't matter. Millions of people declared him Elisa's murderer. Death threats flooded his social media. International outlets named him a suspect. His life completely destroyed. But Camilo was in Mexico the day Elisa died. Mexican authorities investigated him fully. No evidence, no charges, nothing. In the Netflix documentary, Camilo appeared on camera for the first time. He cried. He said, "I didn't even know who Elisa Lam was until they said I killed her." This case isn't just about Elisa. It's about what happens when the internet becomes a mob, when millions of people point at one person, and that person's life burns, with no truth, with no evidence, with no mercy. An innocent man paid the price for a mystery the internet refused to leave alone. Elisa was a writer. Her Tumblr blog was her diary, raw and unfiltered. Investigators read every post. Netflix used her words in the documentary. She wrote about loneliness, about desperately wanting to connect with strangers, about feeling invisible in a crowded world. She wrote, "I want to be brave enough to let people in." Mental health experts who reviewed her blog noted a pattern, the writing of someone whose inner world was becoming increasingly fractured, someone who may have been entering a manic episode, the kind where judgment disappears and fear vanishes, the kind where a person might wander a hotel rooftop at 2 a.m., the kind where consequences don't feel real. And here's the detail that will stay with you. After Elisa disappeared, before her body was found, her Tumblr kept posting. Scheduled posts she had written weeks earlier, publishing automatically. Her voice, still speaking, while her body lay in that tank. Let's be honest with each other. The official verdict, accidental drowning, bipolar episode. Is that possible? Yes. Severe manic episodes in bipolar disorder can cause a complete breakdown of rational judgment. A person can wander into dangerous places without fear, can behave in bizarre, erratic ways, exactly like what we see in that elevator. She hadn't taken her antipsychotic in days. Medically, this all lines up. But if you accept only the medical explanation, answer me this. How did the alarmed rooftop door open without triggering the alarm? How was the tank hatch open from the outside if she climbed in from the top? Why did her scent trail stop at the 5th floor window, not the roof? What happened in those 53 missing seconds? Some people believe she climbed to the roof alone in a dissociative state, opened the hatch, fell into the water, and the hatch somehow drifted open as water shifted. Some people believe someone was with her that night. Some people believe the Cecil Hotel, a building soaked in a century of death, simply claimed another soul. And some people believe we will never know the truth, because the truth was never meant to be found. The case is officially closed, but it never really closed. Elisa Lam wasn't just a mystery, she was a real person, a girl who wanted to see the world, who wrote about her pain with honesty, who called her parents every single day until the day she couldn't. To this day, her Tumblr blog still receives anonymous messages from strangers around the world. People write, "I think about you." People leave flowers at what used to be the Cecil Hotel. People carry her story because somewhere in it, they see something they recognize. A young person, alone, struggling, just trying to be brave. Elisa Lam, February 19th, 2013. Cecil Hotel, Los Angeles. If this video hit you differently, if it made you think, if it stayed with you, then do one thing right now. Hit subscribe.